Hey everybody, I'm Kristin Hostetter, editor of Snooze, here with another First Look video for you. This week, my guest is Erika Derylo, who is the brand marketing manager at Merrell. How are you, Erika?
I'm great, Kristin. Thanks for having me. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for making time to talk about the new Moab Flight and the Moab Speed. I have them here on my desk. I got them the other day. They look really great. First thing I want to ask you is, in the spec sheets that you sent over before this call, it says that these shoes are beloved and trusted by 50 million feet. What does that mean?
So it's hard to talk about the Speed and the Flight without talking about its predecessor, the original core Moab. This is the boot that I feel like when people close their eyes and imagine a hiking boot, whether they know it by name or not, they are picturing this boot. It's been beloved by 50 million feet to 25 million people, and we want to introduce it to the next generation.
So let's talk about these two shoes. First, we have the Flight, which I believe is this one, right?
Yep.
It's designed for trail runners, whereas the Speed is more for hikers and backpackers and fast packers, correct?
Yep, exactly.
So let's talk about the features that these two shoes share in common. The first one is the Float Pro Midsole. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, there's been a lot of innovation in the foam space in the last decade. And so we wanted something that was lightweight, but didn't sacrifice the durability that has made Moab famous for the last 2 decades. And so we really worked with our chemists to try to create a foam, a proprietary foam that hit that sweet spot of lightweight, durable, and gave you that really good underfoot feel.
Yeah, the Flight is super light. I mean, it practically weighs nothing here. How about the Eco Dura outsole? It's obviously a Vibram outsole.
Yep. So we know that eco and sustainability is becoming more and more important to consumers every day, and it's important to us. So when you create an outsole, there's a lot of waste. There's clippings that come off of it, and those typically just get thrown away. And so we worked with Vibram to have 30% recycled content in each of the outsoles, but without really sacrificing any of the performance or durability that you want and need when you're on the trail.
Good. So how are they different from each other?
So the Moab Flight is a trail running shoe. It's going to be much lighter weight. So the upper is made out of a woven jacquard with embroidery. There's not a lot of overlays on it because we really wanted to focus on keeping the weight down. Whereas with the Speed, what you have upper that is much more protective. There's a lot more overlays going on in it. And then the outsole is just much luggier. There's a lot more rubber there. It's really going to bite into the ground, but it does have a little bit of a weight penalty.
A lot luggier. I like that word. Is there anything interesting sort of behind the scenes you can tell me about the R&D process at Merrell?
So something that's been really important to us always as a brand is making sure that we're not just doing lab testing, which is important and you need to do that, but is actually doing field testing. The trail is our lab. These are outdoor people who love getting outside, but they're trained also in how to articulate what is working and what's not.
Okay, Erika, last question. With these two new pieces of the Moab collection, what does that mean for the original Moab? Is it still around? Is it still kind of the granddaddy of the collection?
Yeah, for sure. These shoes are not by any means replacing the Moab. We definitely have the core Moab in the line, and it's not going anywhere anytime soon. But what I will say is we are always looking at how we can make that shoe better. And so I think you can expect to see in the seasons to come some interesting updates to the Moab that move it forward in that way.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here with me today, Erika, and telling me all about the Moab Flight and the Moab Speed. It's been great talking with you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Kristin. This was great.
And thank you everybody for watching this episode of First Look. We've got lots more First Look videos for you to check out on snoozenet.com.